Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Dhamma of Peace Series number 7. Six qualities for donors and receivers. We discussed how to incline one's mind to the desired result in a charity, and that karma result differs from one to the other, even though they are not. They are donating the same. Basically, it's the line summary of last Dhamma talk. Whenever one is doing a charity, one should incline the mind for the resultant or vipaka. Karma is what we are doing now, and vipaka is the resultant. And also about, even though people might be doing the same type of charity, the result that they received differs one to the other. So, why does this happen? Buddha taught us it requires 6 qualities in a charity so that we can do a perfect type of charity or excellent charity. And 3 qualities are from the donor sides, and the remaining 3 from the receiver sides of a charity. And if these 6 qualities are fully endowed, the resultant vipaka, one can get the maximum resultant of the charity. Three factors or 3 qualities that concerns the donors are: one must have a full volition, cetana in Pali. To give, you must have a full, intense, dripping volition. In a charity before. The act of charity, it's called Pobha Cetana. Pobha is before, Cetana is volition. Or during the charity. Moncha Cetana. Moncha is during. And after the charity, Appara Cetana. So, those are the 3. One must have a very strong intense volition before the charity, during the charity, and after the charity. Before the act of generosity, the donor must know what they want and plan how to do it. The project should be within one's affordability and without self-interest or agenda. The difference from one donor to the other is the intensity of volition. The heart of one with great saddha, faith or confidence. The heart of one with great saddha will be full of joy, excitement, eagerness, and light as a feather. Those are the characteristics one can find if your heart is filled with saddha. At the time of charity or during charity, the donor's volition doesn't wane, the intensity is the same as before. Instead, one carries the event's weight effortlessly, even though it is hectically busy. The joy and manners are so pleasing, they become infectious to people around them. Of course, in such great charitable event, mishap happens, and also some waste may occur. But the donor deals with forgiveness instead of blame on such occasions. And after the charity, whenever one thinks about it again, one is happy and feels peace. There is no regret. That is why it is important to donate within one means. One will regret if one incurs a financial loan or a burden because he wants to show off a great spread to impress others. So, if one is happy whenever you think again and again, that means one volition is not waning. But if one is filled with some regret, that means one volition is not as good as before. Volition after the charity must be no less than before. Those are the three qualities a donor must have. In short is, one must have a very strong volition filled with saddha before, during, and after. And if the donors have these three qualities, one would produce great karma result, vipaka. The next is the following three qualities concern the receiver of the gifts. Donating to an individual with non-greed, non-anger, and non-delusion. Only one type, that's an arahant. Donating to an individual with non-greed, non-anger, and non-delusion. An arahant will produce the maximum merit. Because of the quality, the merit is enormous. The Buddha said, if an act of charity has these 6 qualities, which are great volition before, during, and after from the donor side, and non-greed, non-anger, and non-delusion for the receiver, the benefits the donor receive are more than the number of cups of water that one uses to scoop out an ocean. That is the analogy the Buddha gives. If you have all these 6 qualities and the receiver is a non-greed, non-anger, non-delusion, an arahant, then the merit you will receive in future lives are more than the number of cups of water that one uses to scoop out an ocean. The next best person would cause enormous benefits in future lives is a non-returner. Non-returner is the third noble person, anagami. Anagami has non-greed and non-anger. But the delusion of conceit and attachment to existence still remains, but still they can produce great benefits. Not as much as an arahant, but still the next best thing. Very specific these 2 are. But we all know there are 4 pairs of noble person or 8 noble person. Satipatthana, Sakadagami, Anagami, Arahant. Those are the 4 pairs of noble person. It's called pairs because each level has to go through 2 stages of consciousness, path, mega, and pala, fruition. So, and here we put all 8 of them in a group. 4 pair or 8 individuals of Ariya Sangha have walked through the true way. They have walked the true way. And one has practiced and lived a strict and honest life. They practice the strict way, not the crooked way, not detouring here or there, but straight on, direct to the destination. They have practiced the stages of insight methodically towards Nibbana. These are the paths they have traveled. They have practiced the proper way. The proper way means the proper way is endowed with precepts, sila, concentration, samadhi, and wisdom, pinya. Such ignoble persons are worthy of gifts from far and near places. The hospitality fit for an honored guest. They are worthy of that too, and are worthy of accepting offerings intended to benefit the departed ones. There are a lot of customs. After your loved one departed, the relatives or friends make a donation towards the Sangha, intended for the Sangha, so that if the departed one has an opportunity to hear the sharing of merits, they upgraded their, let's say, lifestyle, better food, better place, better clothes than whatever they have before. That is what it means by donating, intending for the benefits of the departed ones. And these 8 deserved the honor, respect, and reverential salutation of the devotees. They are the excellent fertile ground to sow the seeds of wholesome karma. They are an unsurpassed field of merit for the world. These are the 8 areas, and these are the qualities that this area has. But it is impossible for us to know who is a noble person, because they are not declaring or putting a signboard, shouting with a loudspeaker. So, to the best of our ability, we must choose monks or individuals trying their best to reduce greed, anger, and delusion, lobha, dosa, moha. And while you are doing this, choosing who to donate to, in doing so, one should not contribute or donate to one who seems deserving, because someone or that person is related or close to you, your relatives, your friends. My favorite monk. In other words, one must be free of favoritism and bias in choosing a person to donate. It has to be purely based on their effort, practicing hard enough to reduce greed, anger, and delusion. one must not focus on the specific monk, an individual or a person. Of course, you are donating to a person right in front of you. You can't turn your face away. But regardless, you must not focus on the specific person or specific monk who is sitting in front of you. Because you are giving to a monk who is practicing his best to reduce lobha, dosa, and moha, greed, anger, and delusion. The focus of the charity must be on the Arya Sangha. You are donating, you are offering food to the monk right in front of you, but your intention is, he is the representative of the Arya Sangha. I am offering to the Arya Sangha. So there's no individuality involved, personality involved, to a collective Aryas. One's intention is to support the development of Sila, Samadhi, and Panya. You know what that is, Sila, Samadhi, and Panya. Sila is for a lay person, that person must be endowed with 8 precepts. For a monk, it requires 227 rules, Vinaya. And Samadhi, one must have a certain degree of Samadhi, the person you choose. Because Samadhi concentration keeps kilesa at bay. So when one is Samadhi, you can quite assure that person has a lot less kilesa, at least in the state of concentration. Panya, wisdom. That person must have a wisdom to uproot all 10 mental defilements. In the previous Dhamma talk, I devoted one topic to 10 mental defilements, dasa, kilesa. You can refer back later if you forgot. So, may all of you do the charity knowing how to donate correctly and choose the appropriate receiver. May that generosity become the cause to support the attainment of ending all suffering, Nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you very much.